Do you ever feel like you're totally drained as soon as spring arrives? Do you find it harder to wake up in the morning? So you're feeling do you ever feel exhausted even though you're not ill? Trust me, you're not alone. So instead of feeling refreshed and vitalized, you're sluggish, tired, and just feel off. But why does this happen? And more importantly, how do we fix it? Let's break down the concepts of spring fatigue and how to get your energy back. So as the chilly days of winter slowly fade away, we find ourselves welcoming the blossoming season of spring. For many, this is a time of renewal and vitality, as nature begins to flourish once again. However, there's a curious phenomenon that often accompanies the arrival of warmer weather: spring fatigue. You might be wondering what exactly spring fatigue is and why it affects so many of us. Well, let's dive into this intriguing topic and explore how we can tackle spring fatigue head on. So, what is spring fatigue? Essentially, it's that overwhelming sense of tiredness and lethargy that crops up as soon as the seasons change. You might notice that even though the days are getting longer and the sun is shining brighter, you feel unusually drained and lacking in energy. But just to mention, by the way, that at this time you don't have an illness or a cold or flu-like symptoms, but you still feel, let's say, off. You feel tired. This feeling can be confusing, especially since we typically associate spring with renewal and invigorating energy. But as it turns out, spring fatigue is a real phenomenon that can stem from various factors. I've been experiencing this recently. That's why I'm doing this video, because my energy's way off. I'm feeling tired all day at work, and I'm struggling. I'm finding it more difficult to wake up in the morning. Also, when I go to the gym, I just can't push as hard due to feeling so tired, like going at 50% at best. And to be honest, I've been going to the gym less recently due to feeling this way. I just want to sleep more. Please, can you comment below if you've experienced this? So, moving on. One major contributor to this spring slump is our body's internal clock, also known as our circadian rhythm. And just to explain, that your circadian rhythm is the pattern that your body follows based on a 24-hour day. It's a name given to your body's internal clock. This rhythm can tell your body when to sleep and when to wake up. It's basically a sleep pattern. It also affects several other internal body processes like your hormones, digestion and body temperature, which tends to undergo a reset with the changing seasons. And as we shift from the colder months, where shorter days and colder temperatures keep us indoors, they keep us sedentary, the arrival of spring can disrupt our usual sleeping patterns. The longer daylight and possible changes in our daily routine can lead to sleepless nights or simply feeling more fatigued than usual, feeling more tired. Another reason we might find ourselves battling spring fatigue is due to allergens that can become more prevalent as nature awakens. Pollen from blooming flowers and trees can trigger allergies for many, leaving us feeling dank and worn out. This reaction doesn't just affect our sinuses or noses, it can lead to grogginess and fatigue, as our bodies are working overtime to cope with the influx of allergens. Not to mention, as spring introduces lovely warm weather, many of us can feel encouraged to shift from sedentary wintry habits like staying in all the time, and we might start finding ourselves engaging in outdoor activities or exercise, which is fantastic overall. Being outdoors is amazing. However, if we're not careful, overexertion or diving into new activities too quickly, doing too much at once, can leave us feeling exhausted rather than revitalized. So take it easy. So, how can we remedy spring fatigue and make the most of this vibrant season? Let's explore some useful strategies to boost our energy levels and regain that spring in our step. First and foremost, prioritising a consistent sleep schedule can significantly enhance our overall well-being. As our internal clocks adjust to the new season, it's essential to go to bed and wake up at the same time. I know this is each day, I know this is easier said than done sometimes, but this consistency can help stabilise our circadian rhythm, fostering better sleep quality and helping combat that daytime fatigue. So next, we should consider tweaking our diet. Spring is a fantastic time to freshen up our meals with seasonal fruits and vegetables. Incorporating vibrant greens, juicy fruits and colourful salads into our diets can provide us with the nutrients we need to sustain our energy levels. Staying hydrated is equally important. So don't forget to drink plenty of water throughout the day, because you're going to perspire more, you're going to sweat more, so you need more water. One of the best ways another one of the best ways to shake off that lethargic feeling is through physical activity. You don't have to go crazy or anything, heading straight for an intense workout, but even a gentle stroll like a walk in the fresh air can work wonders. You can just try to embrace outdoor activities and soak up the sunlight. Not only will this exercise boost your mood and energy, but exposure to natural light can also elevate your serotonin levels and your vitamin D levels, making you feel more awake and alert. But please remember, go slow and steady to begin with. Don't overdo it, because you can burn out. Also, don't underestimate the power of mindfulness and relaxation techniques. So practicing yoga, meditation, or even engaging in your favourite hobbies can help reduce stress and ease fatigue. Just taking a moment to breathe deeply and centre yourself can be incredibly refreshing. It's a really simple yet effective way to recharge your mental and emotional batteries as well. Another crucial aspect of combating spring fatigue is paying attention to those allergens. If you're one of many of us who experience allergic reactions as the weather warms up, consider taking proactive measures. This can be as simple as keeping windows closed during high pollen days, or using air purifiers to help filter out the irritants. Over-the-counter antihistamines might also be worth considering. But please check with a healthcare professional to find out what solution is best for you. Lastly, don't shy away from seeking help if you feel persistently fatigued. Sometimes that could be an underlying health issue that could be at play. And please listen to this. It's best to consult with a medical professional to rule out any concerns. A quick disclaimer, by the way, I am not a doctor at all, and I'm just giving my personal perspective on the concept of spring fatigue. Anyways, as we immerse ourselves in the joys of spring, becoming more aware of the signs of spring fatigue can help empower us to fight back against that sluggish feeling. With a focus on proper rest, nutrition, physical activity and mindfulness, we can harness all the wonderful energy this season has to offer. Spring brings a chance for renewal and revitalisation, so let's embrace it wholeheartedly, leaving that fatigue in the dust and bounding into the beauty of spring with open arms. Happy spring, everyone. Make the best of it. If you want to watch more content like this, then click on the links provided. Thank you for listening, and let's just try and make the world a little bit better, one step at a time, by simply being kinder to each other. Thank you, and goodbye.